Alright guys, today we're going to go over 5 exercises to target your lower back. Now a lot of people have problems developing their lower back area, so these 5 exercises will stress those muscles in your lower lat area and help you develop that area a little bit better. I do want to stress 3 things today. I want to stress proper technique, proper rep range, and proper weight. Now if you can get those 3 things down right, then you should be good to go. I'm going to voice over during this workout to explain exactly what I'm doing. That way you can get the most out of your workout. And without further ado, let's get it on. So any push or pull day I do, I always like to start off with a little bit of warm up, just some shoulder rotations. I got the bar there I'm using. It just gets the joints nice and loose and just kind of wakes them up just to let them know what's about to happen. And it also causes you less prone to being injured throughout your workout. I'm just doing a warm up set of back rows here, and if you'll notice I'm raising the seat. You want a pretty high seated position for this exercise. It targets your lower back a lot better. The lower seated position will target your upper back a lot better. If you'll notice in this exercise, I'm really focusing on the stretch and then the squeeze at the top. And what I'm doing mentally is I'm thinking about that lower back muscle, and that's what I want to contract during this exercise. If you'll notice during this exercise that my upper back is definitely a lot more developed than my lower back, and that is something that I'm trying to work on. So once again, use that mind to muscle connection, focus on that squeeze at the top, contracting that lower back, and that stretch at the bottom. You're going to try to keep your elbows slightly tucked. So every good back program will incorporate the deadlift. I know a lot of people are scared of the deadlift. Hell, I'm kind of scared of it. But as long as you use a proper technique, you should be okay. This exercise is definitely crucial in developing your posterior chain as well as your lower back. A couple of things to keep in mind when you're doing this exercise. You want to keep your back nice and rigid, nice and straight. You want to keep your grip about shoulder width apart. And you generally want the bar to form a straight line when you're going up as well as going back down. Good posture is definitely the key to this exercise.
Yeah, I know I was using a belt with 135, but I just did deadlifts the other day and my back's still pretty sore, so yeah.
Exercise number 3, the one-arm dumbbell row. So there's a lot of different ways to do this exercise. You can do it at a high position, like I'm doing right here, with a bench on pretty much a vertical. You can also do it in a medium position, as I'm doing here. And you can do it in a low position. I'm not going to tell you there's a wrong way to do it, but I personally believe that you want to go with a higher bench position for this particular workout because it targets the lower part of your back a lot better. And pull that dumbbell towards your hip. The principles and the technique of this exercise are very similar to the one-arm dumbbell rows. You want to focus on that squeeze of your lower back muscle, and you want to pull those dumbbells towards your hips as well.